There are a few ways to start a business without more investment. One way is to start a business that does not require any initial investment, such as a consulting business. Another way is to bootstrap your business by using your own personal savings or by finding alternative sources of funding, such as angel investors or venture capitalists. Finally, you can also start a business in partnership with another business owner who already has the necessary financial resources. Consulting. One good option for starting a business is to start your own consulting company. A consulting company provides specialized expertise to other businesses who pay you in exchange for your services. A consulting company can be started with little or no initial investment, depending on the specific nature of the business. Another advantage of a consulting business is that if it is successful, you can begin to branch out into other areas and may even be able to build your company into a corporation or a limited liability company. Bootstrapping. Another way to start a business with little or no initial investment is bootstrapping the business by using personal savings or alternative sources of funding, such as angel investors or venture capitalists. The key to bootstrapping your business is to keep expenditures to a minimum until you have generated enough revenue from sales to fund the business. This also helps avoid debt, which can hinder your business if it fails. You may need to be creative when bootstrapping a business. You might try to get free office space from a friend or find an inexpensive supplier for your product. Partnership. Finally, you can also start a business in partnership with another business owner who already has the necessary financial resources. For example, you could open a small bakery in partnership with someone who already has baking equipment. You could also go into business with your spouse or significant other if you have complementary skill sets for running a business, such as one person handling marketing and the other handling finance. Setting a goal in your business. The first step is to set your goals and find your target market. The next step would be to develop a marketing plan. This may include forming partnerships with others, attending trade shows, running tests on potential products or services, etc. Next is the more practical aspect of starting a business. Obtaining permits and licenses. You will need these if you want people to take your business seriously. Another important thing that must be done before starting a partnership is having an agreement between partners specifying how profits and losses will be handled, e.g., who gets what percentages, and how decisions are made. Do we vote? Do we make decisions based on consensus? One person has ultimate authority over the company's direction. There should also be a plan in place specifying how you will handle the dissolution of the partnership. Lastly, you should consider what your company's financials might look like if everything goes well and the business prospers. This is a good time to establish a budget for monthly or annual spending. Ideally, this budget would include estimated salaries based on work hours put in. You should also establish a plan for raising more money if you run out, and what will happen to the company if you can't raise any more funds. Do we sell? Do we shut down? One final note. Always be aware of tax laws and regulations. Whether or not your business is profitable, you will still have to pay taxes on it. So it is better to be prepared from the beginning. Here are the list of small business ideas without investment. Budgeting for your business. When starting a business, it is important to have a budget in place so that you can track your expenses and make sure that you are not overspending. Your budget should include estimated salaries for your employees based on the number of hours they work, as well as a plan for how you will raise more money if needed. It is also important to have a plan for what will happen if your business runs out of funds. You should also be aware of tax laws and regulations, which will vary depending on the country in which your business is located. How to prepare a small business plan. When starting a business, it is important to have a business plan in place. This document will outline your goals for the business, as well as strategies for achieving them. Your business plan should also include a section on financials, including estimated salaries for employees and a budget for monthly or annual spending. You should also have a plan for what will happen if your business runs out of funds. Be sure to familiarize yourself with tax laws and regulations, which will vary depending on the country in which your business is located. What are the advantages and disadvantages of starting a small business? There are many advantages to starting a small business, including the ability to be your own boss, the flexibility to work from home, and the ability to set your own hours. Small businesses also have the advantage of being able to cater to a specific niche market, which can be beneficial in terms of marketing. The disadvantages of starting a small business include the initial investment required, the lack of financial stability, and the difficulty in scaling up a business. How can I start a small business without capital? One way to start a small business without initial investment is to develop a marketing plan and source funding from other sources such as crowdfunding. You should consider partnering with others, attending trade shows, running tests on potential products or services, etc. Another option for starting a small business without initial investment is to bootstrap the company, i.e., by self-funding. You can do this by making money on existing products before launching new ones, or doing freelance work on the side of your current job until you have enough saved up to launch a business. You should also look for funding from alternative sources such as angel investors, microloans, family savings, and credit cards. How to start a small business on the side of your day job. One way to start a small business without initial investment is to work on it part-time as you continue working at your regular job. You should consider how much time you can dedicate to starting this small business, as well as your financial situation. You should also have a plan for what will happen if you are unable to continue working both jobs. Do you close this small business down or sell it? The more work that you put into this side business before quitting your full-time job, the better off you will be. 10 benefits of owning your own business. When it comes to starting your own business, there are many things to think about. First and foremost, it is important to have a clear idea of what you want your business to achieve. You should also research the industry in which you plan to operate, as well as the competition. It is also important to have a solid business plan in place before launching your company. This document will outline your goals for the business, as well as strategies for achieving them. Your budget should also be included in this plan so that you can track your expenses and make sure that you stay on track with your financial goals. It is also important to be aware of all the tax implications that come with owning a business. Once these steps are complete, you can start planning for your launch.